Hello students, welcome to Science Surfers. Today we are going to study our chapter Stars and Solar System. In this part we are going to discuss about the solar system. We all are familiar with the solar system, which is a family of the sun and the 8 planets. The 8 planets of the solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Beside planets, the solar system consists of large number of minor planets or asteroids, few comets and meteors. The gravitational pull between the sun and the celestial bodies keep all of them revolving around the sun. The head of the solar system is the sun. Sun is a star which is the source of energy for all the members of the solar system. The earth receives almost all its energy in the form of heat and light from the sun only. Sun is a star, so it has got its own heat and light. It has got lot of hydrogen gas in its core, which is undergoing chemical reaction and forming a large amount of heat and light. The sun is visible to us in the form of a bright disk known as photosphere. The surface temperature of this bright disk or the sun is approximately 6000 Kelvin. And if we compare the size of the sun with the earth, the radius of the sun is about 100 times the radius of the earth. Means this is much bigger than the earth. Then we have got the 9 planets, which are celestial objects and revolve around the sun in their own elliptical paths called orbits. The planets of the solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The planets do not have their own light. They reflect the sunlight and appear shining to us. They revolve around the sun and also rotate on their axis. The 8 planets of the solar system are divided into 2 categories. First 4, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are called terrestrial planets because they have solid and rocky surface. Whereas the last 4, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, are called Jovian planets because they are very large in size and are made up of mainly gases. So we will discuss all the planets one by one. The very first planet lying closer to the sun is Mercury. Mercury is a dry, hot and airless planet. It has the craters like the moon, but its interior is similar to that of the earth. Mercury is the planet which is nearest to the sun. It is the smallest planet of the solar system. We can see this planet with our naked eye in the sky just before sunrise in the morning and immediately after sunset in the evening. Therefore, it is also known as morning and evening star. It takes about 88 days to go once round the sun. The time period of its revolution is the shortest one because it is very close to the sun. The next planet is the Venus. Venus is the brightest due to its cloudy appearance, which reflects 3/4 of the sunlight falling on its surface. Venus is almost as the same size as of the earth, but it rotates relatively slower than the earth. It rotates from east to west while the earth rotates from west to east. The Venus has no moon or satellite of its own. Although the Mercury is the closest planet, but Venus is the hottest planet of the solar system because of high percentage of carbon dioxide found in its atmosphere, which traps most of the sun's heat falling on its surface. This is known as greenhouse effect. Venus is also known as morning or evening star because it is usually visible just before sunrise or immediately after sunset. The next planet is very unique and special planet of our solar system, that is Earth. Now, why it is known as a unique planet? Because this is the only planet on which life is known to exist. Like the other planets, Earth not only revolves around the sun, but it also rotates on its axis. Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution round the sun and 24 hours to complete one rotation. The Earth has one natural satellite called Moon and approximately 1072 artificial satellite. A satellite is a body that moves around the planet. What are the reasons that makes the life possible on the Earth? The Earth has an atmosphere which is made up of many gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. The Earth has large quantity of water in the liquid form. The distance of the Earth from the sun makes the temperature suitable for life. The Earth has a protective blanket of ozone layer that prevents the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun reaching the Earth. Earth has got two movements, rotation and revolution. The rotation is the movement of Earth on its axis. So by rotation, half of the part of the Earth that faces the sun gets sunlight and has day. The other part, which is on the opposite side, has night. So days and nights are caused by rotation of the Earth. And the other movement, that is revolution around the sun, causes change of season on the Earth. So these are the different position of the Earth while revolving around the sun, which makes the change of season from summer to autumn to winter and then again spring. The next planet we have is the Mars, which is also known as red planet because its surface appears to be reddish in color. Mars is the only planet which resembles the Earth. The atmosphere of the Mars contains mainly of carbon dioxide along with small amount of nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor and other gases. The Mars has got two natural satellites, that is Phobos and Deimos. Jupiter is the biggest planet of the solar system. Atmosphere of the Jupiter mainly consists of hydrogen and helium, and till date it has got approximately 67 moons. The next planet we have is the Saturn. Saturn is the second biggest planet in the solar system. It is very well known for its unique system of rings around it, and these rings can be clearly seen with the help of telescope only. Saturn is known to have 62 moons till date. The third biggest planet of the solar system is Uranus. The Uranus is observed to have bluish green color because of the presence of lot of methane gas in its environment. Its northern hemisphere remains in a 4-decade long period of darkness because of the way the planet rotates. It has got approximately 27 moons till date. The farthest planet from the sun is the Neptune. Neptune is extremely cold planet because it is farthest from the sun and receives very less amount of heat. All the Jovian planets are bigger in size. So Jupiter is the largest of them. Then second number is Saturn, then Uranus, and fourth one is the Neptune. Neptune is named after Roman sea god. Neptune has got 14 satellites moving around it. We don't have much information about the planet because it is too far from the Earth. Besides planets, many celestial bodies are found to be revolving around the planet, which are known as satellites. The moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. The satellites revolve around the planets because of the gravitational pull only. The satellites have no light of their own. They only reflect the sunlight. Same as moon. Moon has no light of its own. So it only shines because of the reflection of sunlight falling on its surface. Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. It is the closest celestial object to the Earth. It takes about 29.5 days for the moon to revolve around the Earth. The surface of the moon is covered with hard and loose dirt, craters and mountain. The surface is very rough. There is no air and water. So life is not at all possible on the moon. In the absence of the atmosphere, the temperature range on the moon may go up to 100 degrees C at noon to minus 173 degrees C at night. So we can very well imagine that how important is the atmosphere for life. Otherwise the temperature variation is too much. In 1969, the American astronaut Neil Armstrong landed on the moon for the very first time. He was followed by Edwin Aldrin and the last one Michael Collins of USA. Moon does not have lights of its own. It only reflects the sunlight falling on its surface. So we are able to see the moon only when sunlight falls upon its surface and gets reflected. The whole surface of the moon does not receive sunlight. So the day on which the moon is not visible at all is known as new moon day, or we call it as Amavasya, and the day on which the whole bright disk of the moon is visible to us is called the full moon or Purnima. It takes about 29.5 solar days for the moon to make one complete revolution around the earth. Shining part of the moon keeps on changing due to change in the relative position of the earth, sun and the moon. During first half of the moon's orbit, the moon's apparent size grows and that is known as waxing. Illuminated part is increasing. This is half moon, more than half, and complete moon is visible to this part, and this is known as Purnima. And next half cycle, this illuminated part start decreasing, or that process is known as waning. So it decreases and almost no moon is seen that day, which is known as new moon day or the Amavasya. It takes approximately 14 days to change from full moon to new moon day. These appearance of moon on different days are known as phases of moon.